celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Baylor's offense will go on the attack first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pop.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking.
Gashing the knee on the right. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
And how about that start for this offense? You know, oftentimes you see teams just trying to get into a rhythm, maybe an easy completion to get their quarterback feeling good. Not this offense. They take a shot and find an explosive play right out of the gate.
Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Going to swing it on second down. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and I think he was about a step or so from breaking that one. So Texas offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. Dragged down. Liddell moves the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6. The extra point here would tie the game. How about being completely oblivious to the rush, standing in, delivering the football, and taking the big hit?
And everybody's going, yeah, I'm sure that's easy. But you do it with all those big boys breathing down your neck with bad intentions. They want to rip your head off, but you're just going to hang in there. You're going to stay calm, deliver the pass. Great job, great effort.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the change now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Gets it out quickly. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes a grab for a big play. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Defense wants to bring the heat. The play action fake. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Now they'll try the right side. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Longhorns are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Bears will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Sexton. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Tight end getting vertical. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Touchdown, Longhorns! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could...
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Bears are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll set up to throw. Finds a tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one splits the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage in the back end defensively.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Got his man. Open space at the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Baylor! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got his man. And the defense and stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Texas! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I'm a play caller nowadays, man. I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll ride Davis here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Hold and fire complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Bears decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Power football with the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's complete on the right side. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude and quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their third sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
Got him downfield. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to sneak it. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you sick.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Caught in the backfield, it's John. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. Connection to the right. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's sharp. Good execution. They move the sticks and they've got it at the 33. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive.
Holds it in, the 1st down and more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here comes the 7th play of the drive on 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot. Complete to the right. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of